If I'm spending money on an actual videographer, I'm probably paying a lot more than that. So sometimes I pay money for a videographer to do a video and the video just totally sucks.
It's Courtney Poulos, your real estate AI coach here in sunny Los Angeles in the beautiful sound stages of Stu Studios. Hi, have you ever had the experience of waiting patiently for your real estate photos and videos to arrive so you can put your listing in the MLS and start promoting it? Probably as close to an actual open house that you have told your seller you're going to have, and yet you're on pins and needles, wondering if Friday is the right day to put it in because it doesn't give you much time to promote before a Sunday open house. Anyway, I frequently find myself in that position. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 days for me to get my photos back, and the videos can take even longer than that. And where do our sellers want to see our marketing? They want to see it on Instagram. And what's hot on Instagram? Reels. So of course we need video. And sometimes when you hire a videographer for your Instagram reel, they'll do strange things like split screens or long lingering shots in strange bathrooms. And the later they get it to you, the harder it is for you to get it up on time to promote your Sunday open house. AutoReel App may be what we are all looking for. This is an AI tool that gives us customizable videos from photos in a matter of mere minutes. You can put your logo on, you can put your face on, and you can also add some messaging. So I'm excited to show you this app to see if perhaps it alleviates the need for an independent videographer, and it also gives you some control over the outcome of your video. Let's check it out.
All right, babies. I'm just jumping in here with a new review because I have found this app I totally love and I am using it. And it's a little quirky, but I think it's fun. It has some pluses and some negatives, as they all do, but I want to get into it, okay? It's called AutoReel App. So where I saw this was on Instagram, and basically it animates your static images to make it look like it's a video. And it can do this with up to 10 images in a pro account and like 5 images on the cheaper account. Sometimes maybe 10 is too many and 5 is not enough. I don't know. But if you pick the right images, you can actually do a pretty cool little video that I think has potential to capture some attention on social. Okay, so I'm going to get into it. AutoReel App. So first things first, we're going to go to the website, create stunning property videos instantly with AI. Okay. Now there is a fee for this product, of course, but it shows you it's really easy. It's very user friendly. So 2 videos a month for anybody who's actually selling real estate is not enough. And you only get like 2 edits per video, and so that's not enough. So the essential is 3 videos a month, which is $59. So it's not that cheap. That's the biggest criticism I have of this product. Okay, so for somebody like me, I might list 4 to 5 properties in a month. So I definitely need like more of a pro plan or growth plan. So that's $120 a month or $249, $119 or $249. Here's the thing. If I'm spending money on an actual videographer, I'm probably paying a lot more than that. So, you have to look at it like, is this something that you're using that you do? Sometimes I pay money for a videographer to do a video and the video just totally sucks. So I hardly want to use it anyway. Like there's things about some videos that I don't like the classic real estate video is just not good enough anymore. So you go to the dashboard and then you can upload images for a project. So I'm going to create a new project as if I have never done this before. I'm going to call it 1534 East Via Escuela, which is a new listing I have in Palm Springs. Okay. It can import from realtor.com. I don't recommend that you do this. I'm actually going to upload some images. So I'm uploading the images. These are the ones I will have to choose from when I make my video. Okay, are we good now? All right, I'm gonna close this. Okay, so then I can click on my image gallery, right? You can see all the images there. Then I click on videos. I'm going to create a video. So here's where I can pick up to 10. Since the cheaper packages only allow you to use up to 5 images, I'm going to just do it with 5 to see how that feels. So I'll start with an exterior there. And I'll show you one of the interior, and then we can do one that's kind of outside, maybe a few little outside ones. All right, let's say these are our 5. So then I click next. Now, as you can see, I can do landscape or portrait. If you're using it for Instagram, obviously you're going to go with portrait. But landscape, the problem is it's going to auto cut in a different way. I'm choosing portrait. I think the biggest mistake you can make is using horizontal images and trying to convert it to portrait, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So you're going to see what a mistake looks like. Okay. You can put text on it. This is one of the flaws of the app. If I write text like 1534 East Via Miralles or Escuela, and then like I could put outro text like see you at the open house, right? I would never do this, but I'm just saying if I wanted to. The font styles I have to choose from are not custom. They have 3 choices: minimal and simple, classic and elegant, or big and bold. I'm going to pick minimal and simple, but that's just not a lot. Like if I'm very branded, that's not going to work for me. You can also use your profile picture. Again, I'm just showing you all the mistakes to avoid. I could also incorporate my logo into it. Just my black transparent logo. So I don't even know if it's going to be, okay, there it is. All right, well, let's create the video and see what it does. So it takes a couple seconds. Now, again, remember what I said. If it's a horizontal image, it's going to make it be vertical for social. And sometimes that causes it to make really weird crops. So in the next incarnation of this, I'm going to upload some verticals so you can see the difference in how it looks. Okay, so this is cute. So I'm going to create a new video. This time I'm going to add some images back to image upload. I want to add some more images. So I'm going to upload some verticals. Okay, they're not in that. Let's see. Well, I'll use the verticals from a different project since we're just doing a sample here. So these are verticals from a different project. I'm just going to make a video from these 3 verticals. Okay, so I'm just going to pick 3. Once you've uploaded, then you can create the video. And I'm going to go down to those verticals. Click next. Now this time I'm going to click portrait. I'm not going to use any intro or outro text. I'm not going to use any font. I'm just going to create the video. So it takes about 3 minutes, I'd say, before you can actually review the results. So I'm going to hit pause right now, and then we're going to go back and look at the results. Okay, our time has come to review our works of art. So on the one that we originally did, remember, I added the text, I added the logo, I added the image. I did all the mistakes I could possibly do, like horizontal to vertical. Let's see what it did. See, that's a bad crop. That's kind of cool, the last one. So, I don't even see where it put the, oh, because my logo is black. It's probably there and you can't see it. How would you know that, right? So there you go. You have to fiddle around with it a little bit in order to actually make it work. Now here's the one, the more of the one that I would recommend, which is where you add no text to it. And you just use the vertical images that you have for a vertical photo video for social media. Here we go. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to show you one more thing. They're still changing things and, you know, making things a little bit better. But say I wanted to edit this, right? So I can click on edit. I can only reorder the images that are already in the video. It doesn't really give me that many options Like if I wanted to add more, I would have to create a new video. So I think that's a weakness of the app. Same with this. I can just reorder the images, but I can't really do much by way of editing. So if you don't like the way an image cropped or cut, then you're kind of out of luck. I don't even see that there's a way for me to change that background color. You can add music. But probably if you're like me, you want to do something that's trending, right? So you wouldn't add the music. Okay, I'm going to show you one other thing. All right, I want to show you how I actually use this in my marketing. So I'm going to add, this is my Instagram page, Courtney and Lala. So if I scroll down, you can see how I use them on this kind of template that I have. So I'm going to just show you one where it was really, really effective. This modern treehouse. I'm going to click on it so you can see what I did there. Playing it one more time so you can see. I think it turned out really good on that one. AutoReel app, you are an 8 out of 10. Okay, you have the potential to be really effective, I think, for creating some pretty cool, distinctive videos on social. But for me to achieve that, what I just showed you on my Instagram, I basically had to make a cover in Canva and then add the video and then add an ending video that I also made in Canva. So I basically sandwiched your video inside of my Canva creations, right? And then I uploaded it as a reel, added music, trending audio, and there you go. So it's not like it's plug and play. You still, I guess you could just use the video itself if you wanted to, but for me, it just adds more dimension to be able to add the branding that is outside the app's capability. That makes sense. So I'm actually going to schedule a little talk with our guy from AutoReel app. He's willing to come on here and tell me about his thought process behind making this product and what some of the changes are that he sees for the product in the future. So stay tuned for that podcast. I just wanted to bring this one to your attention because it was on my mind. The cool thing is you can you can do it online, you can do it on your phone. So you don't have to choose one or the other. And I like to see things big, so I prefer to use the laptop in order to do it, but it's up to you how you want to roll. All right, it's Courtney, your real estate AI coach. Keep it here for more tips and tricks and tools and things and how we actually can use these things in our real life. Please put in the comments if you want me to review any apps. I'm happy to do it. And I'm starting a series of interviewing the app makers, so this should be fun.
I have a very soft spot for this app. I think it's super fun. As you can see, I'm currently using this app, right? And I love it. I will say that the quality of the output depends on the quality of the input. So you still have to pay top dollar, I'm sure, for your architectural photography. You can't just use your stupid iPhone photos. And I cannot tell you how many times I still see iPhone photos in the MLS, but I digress. You have to have nice photos in order for this to look profesh. It does sometimes have a little lag or some weird swirly bits. You may have to regenerate it. You can reorganize the photos, but ultimately there are a few tweaks that the app still needs to make to be completely perfect. At this point, even though there's a lot of talk about AI changing the game of real estate, I still think it has work to do. Nothing's perfect yet, which is why I'm even doing this channel. But is it worth the money? It's kind of expensive, right? But also, so are those late to the table videographer reels that if I even try to edit, may take another week to get back to me. So this gives us access to something we can use in a pinch. We have control. My big warning is make sure that you're using all horizontal or all vertical for your all horizontal or all vertical reel. You're gonna get a better outcome. And I would stay away from their fonts, from putting your logo on it and from putting your face on it, because Those are the parts that are kind of cheesy, and it's where you lose creative, artistic control. And it starts going into template land, which is a place we should never want to go. It's kind of like on the Monopoly board when you accidentally draw a card and you have to go to jail. And everybody else is going around and collecting $200, and we're still sitting in jail waiting on doubles. Let that not be you. Don't fall into template land. I think AutoReel App is an 8 out of 10 product. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's worth the money, at least in the short term. I'm gonna lobby the owner and founder of this app to see if he can create a more consumer-friendly budget, for the app. Like maybe, I don't know, just feels a little expensive if you don't know if you're gonna use it that much for the package that allows you to have 10 photos. So I'll work on that. You guys work on getting better photos. Stop using your iPhone photos, and I will see you next time on Real Estate AI Coach. Hey, by the way, please share this with your friends. If they're in real estate, they're interested in AI, they're also noodling around. They just did the Barbie thing and they think they're fancy because ChatGPT just launched a new, better image component. Oh my God. I mean, listen, it's the realistic stuff that really helps us, right? Because we're not all cartoon characters, and our Instagram gallery should not be full of all cartoonish images from AI. So, what am I saying? Give me some other apps you want me to review, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time on Real Estate AI Coach.